Welcome to eDelivery Tracking, Reports. To run a report, click on the Reports tab. You can run the following reports: driver activity, customer activity, commission report, cost by customer, and cost by driver. Let's first run a driver activity report. First, enter the date range to examine. Click on the Run Report button. The report will now be displayed, showing each driver's name, number of dispatches assigned, and the average amount of minutes spent on each dispatch. To return to the report screen, click the Back button. Now let's run a customer activity report. Select the Customer Activity Report from the pull-down menu. Now enter the date range to examine. Now press the Run Report button. The report will now be displayed, showing the customer name and number, the number of deliveries per customer, average time for the deliveries, with the totals for all on the bottom. Click the Back button to return to the reports screen. Let us now examine a delivery item report. Select Delivery Item Report from the pull-down menu. As before, type the date range to examine. Let's limit the report to look at a single driver. Let's also limit the report to examine a single customer. Press the Run Report button. The report will now be displayed showing the invoice number, priority, customer name and number, driver, dispatch number, invoice time and date, the time the invoice was signed, completion date, as well as the totals on the bottom. To return to the report screen, press the Back button. Next, let's view the commission report by selecting it from the pull-down menu. Next, let's run the report for the year to date, and then limit it to the driver, Paul. Click on the Run Report button. The commission report will now be displayed. This will show the date of each invoice, the dispatch that each invoice was on, the customer for each invoice, any actions needed, whether it was COD or charge, the commission for each invoice, and the grand totals on the bottom. To return to the report menu, click the back button. Now let's look at the cost by customer report by selecting it from the pull-down menu. Let's run this for the year to date as well. Click on the Run Report button once again. The report will now be displayed. The cost analysis by customer report shows the date of each invoice, the dispatch it was on, the customer name, sell price, cost of the sale, gross profit percentage, how many minutes the delivery took, cost of the delivery, net profit, and the net profit percentage for each invoice with the totals for each customer at the bottom of their invoice list. Push the back button on the bottom of the report to return to the report menu. Finally, let's examine the cost by driver report by selecting it from the pull-down menu. As before, let's run this report to examine the year to date. Click the Run Report button. The cost analysis by driver report will now be displayed. This report shows the driver's name, date of the delivery, the dispatch number, the customer number, name of the customer, the sell price of the invoice, cost of the invoice, gross profit percentage, how long the delivery took, cost of the delivery, net profit percentage, and the totals for each driver at the bottom of their dispatch list. To return to the report menu, click the back button at the bottom of the report.